Good afternoon, we're at Waves. We're working on 3 different ways to enter headquarters and 7 or 8 different options once we get there. So, if we're from the seated position, we can go laterally, backwards and forwards, fake high, go low, hit that heel flip. I'm going to drive my knee into my partner's knee pit and turn him to the side and look for his lapels. Get his shoulders off the mat. That's option number 1. Option number 2, if he's hooking my knee pits, I'm going to hit that Eddie Bravo swamp walk. I'm going to kick up and away and drive my knee into his knee pit and turn my partner's hips and start looking for those collars. No gi, we can grab the back of their neck and peel it up towards their chest. Option number 3, last week we were working on opening up the closed guard, controlling one hand, stepping up, and maybe they start playing De La Hiva here. So I'm going to break that grip on my collar, getting some tension here. Pop, look for that knee, look for that shin, straighten out my leg, kill the De La Hiva hook. As I step backwards and reposition that outside leg underneath my knee pit and my thigh here. Squatting down, that was 3 different ways to enter into the headquarters. Now that we're here, it's really predictable that my friend wants to turn and switch his base and frame on me. When he does that, hand on the hip, hand on the knee, donkey kick, and X pass. Dropping my shoulder on my knee, dropping my hip, smearing, getting my big old cross face, and checking my friend's hips, settling in here. Option number 1. Option number 2, he's got that hand grip. And he's even got a tight space here, okay? I've spotted that hole here, so I can start to turn his hips and underhook and drive my knee all the way to the mat, pinning his wrist, or he's framing on me, pulling up his tricep. And if I couldn't pummel underneath, I had that grip from before, and I can use that to smear underneath and to frame him out and either pin his wrists, or if he's holding onto my hip or framing against me, melting into him. If he's holding onto my foot, pointing my toes like a ballerina and using my other leg to free that leg, switching my base, cross face, checking the hip, settling in. Like always, if my partner is getting a little bit spicy, checking his face, sprawling out and chilling out in north-south. Options for when he's being, hold my hands please, really stubborn with that leg there, okay? I'm going to grab the outside pant leg and knee cut across his shin, and my elbow and my shin and knee go on the mat at the same time. I long step out and I punch his grip up and over. I bring my knee to his hip, my knee behind his shoulder. I cross face and I check his hip. I'd love for him to turtle up, but I'm happy here. Again, we can start checking his face with our hand. You grab some of that hand leg. Another option would be going out the other way. Be easy with your own thing there. Grabbing onto the lapel and the outside and switching my base. Long stepping, knee up to the hip, knee up to the shoulder, nice cross face. Check that hip. Settle on in, guys. No-gi variation there. With a big hip switch. Quick intermission.
Pause it? Okay.
It's all part of the process, guys. So he's holding onto my pant leg, and we're in headquarters, and this is a tough place for him to be. I'm going to weave my leg into dog mount and leg weave in and out to the other side. I'm stapling his thigh here with his back leg. I could pummel and get a good underhook. I could cross face, and as I'm doing that, I'm stepping up and over his knee and smashing all the way into the mount. Low, tight, heavy. That's one option. I get into that same dope mount. I want to get that, he's nice and tight, he's framing against me. I pin his knee, I staple that back leg, and I go around the back door, maybe even a cradle. Another option may have been, I'm trying to deal with this leg, and I can't bring this leg underneath mine. He's pushing up, leg drag. That's like 8 different options to deal with people when they're in your headquarters.